A little toot and a kiss. A little toot and a kiss. It's a 1-2 combo that, although I've never tried it, it is guaranteed to work. I had this idea earlier in the day as I was talking to somebody, and just the phrase little toot and a kiss popped into my brain. And I knew I needed to share it with the world. So a little toot and a kiss. It's a 1-2 combo where first you have a little toot. First of all, gotta be a little toot, right? Because if you rip a massive one in front of a girl, she's not gonna be a fan. And by the way, I am explaining this as a straight guy from a perspective of a guy to a girl. Guy to guy, girl to girl, whatever, whoever and whatever. Use this advice. This advice is for everybody. This channel is for everybody. This advice is for everybody. A little toot and a kiss. A little toot and a kiss. That's for everybody. Everybody can use a little toot and a kiss. Again, key, gotta be a little toot. Use too big of a toot, and now either someone's going to be grossed out, they're going to start to smell it, they're going to be like a little bit too like disarmed, and it's going to make the next part more difficult to pull off. A little toot and a kiss. A little toot, it's funny. It's funny. You ever like rip a really small toot? It's just a little, like a little toot. They're gonna eat it up. It's gonna get the person you are attracted to start laughing, to start giggling. And when someone is laughing at what you're doing, it's gonna, endorphins or dopamine or whatever is going off in their brain, and they're gonna like you a little bit more. So you disarm them with a little toot, and then you go in for the kiss. Now, I swear, if you don't have clear and obvious consent, if you don't have straightforward, obvious consent, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed because that is part of this. If you don't have consent, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, and you will have committed a crime. And I hope you go to jail. I hope you go to jail. A little toot and a consensual kiss. It can make a really special moment. And what's fun about it is not only does it disarm them in the moment and then you kiss and it's this like beautiful moment, but it's something that you guys can then look back on for the remaining of your relationship, which if you're taking my advice, it's going to last a couple of weeks. For the next couple of weeks, as you're looking back on your relationship, you can always talk about that moment. Remember that one time right before you kissed me when you tooted a little bit? It creates a core memory for that relationship. So I just really felt like sharing that. That was on my heart this morning. A little toot and a kiss. Anyone and everyone can use that advice. Much love to everybody who watches this channel. This channel is for you. This channel is not for billionaires. I've made that clear. Alrighty. I thought I hit stop recording, but I didn't. And now I'm still talking. The beautiful thing about this channel is that, like I think I've mentioned before, but I work a little bit in radio, and the big thing is that you can't have dead air. I mean, something's got to be happening at all times, and especially as a DJ, if you're talking on the radio, you got to have things to say. You got to keep talking, and this has been a really fun exercise. I don't know if it's making me better at radio, but I feel my radio skills coming out a little bit in this. And it's fun. Shout out local radio. I love local radio, man. It's so cool. I hate corporate radio, obviously. I don't like the big companies, iHeart and stuff. Especially because like big radio stations they play top 40. How useless is that, man? Radio stations can be such a cool place for discovery. At my radio station, we can literally play whatever we want. And we dig deep. We play cool stuff. We try to find new and interesting stuff. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Radio stations can be a great avenue for discovery and to widen your taste. But you got to find the right ones. Okay, bye.